All right, guys. I don't know if my camera's gonna stay. It probably won't, knowing my luck. But we got an old engine. This is out of a Poulan PRO BVM200FE leaf vacuum. These are by far probably my least favorite things to work on, just because they're just cheap built. They're not good quality at all. They're just hard to work on. And the one I have that I own, I had to swap the engine because this one has low compression. Like, it's really low. Like, it's like I'm barely having to turn that, and I have the spark plug oil in it. I already have the magneto taken off. I just need to take the gas tank and muffler and carburetor inlet off. So yeah, I'm using an impact. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. I want to start with the gas tank. You want to, if you're taking apart your engine, I would take the gas tank off. There's these two bolts. I would use a T25. That's the size bit you'll need to take these off, like so. These are out of the machine. Now, one thing I like to do when I'm done with bolts is I like to screw them back into the hole, just so I don't lose them while I'm working on it. Now, this engine is not being used, so I don't really care if I lose crap on it, but also I want to show you good tips. Now, to take the carburetor inlet off, you need a T25, just like you do with the others. Take those off. I have actually taken this apart already, so these aren't torqued to spec at all. Take that off. Carburetor inlet is off of the engine. And then I guess now we'll take the muffkin off, as Pterodactyl calls it, the muffkin or the muffler. You'll want to use a long bit. This is a T27, so you'll need a little bit bigger bit for this. And these will be very tight, so you will need an impactor and a good wrench to get these bolts off. The muffler has been removed from the engine, so now it's just, there goes the gasket. This is just a bare block. Now, if you really want to get down, if you want to see the crankshaft, like the counterweight, go back down to a T25 and remove that. Like so. That is your counterweight with the piston, the flywheel. And this is the flywheel. Now, I'm gonna go remove the spark plug real quick. With this one, I believe you will be using a 3/4 inch or a 3/4 inch socket for the spark plug, just so you know. Now that the engine has no spark plug, we can take the top end of the block off. Now, what I used for this was these things. I think they're Allens. I can't remember what they're called. I think the size I needed was a 3/16 size to get the motor bolts off. This shouldn't be as hard to get off because I did torque them down. I didn't torque them down to spec. Actually, no. Let me go grab some vice grips to get some leverage. All right. So what I do, there's other ways to do this. By all means, I take a vice grip. This is very redneck. I clamp the vice grip down to the size of this thing. Clamp it down, get that sucker tight, and break it loose. That's how I got it loose the first time. And just unscrew the engine block. The engine bolt, oops, I just dropped it. The engine bolt, this is the engine bolt, has thread tape on it. Or thread lock, I mean, not thread tape. This one is a little bit tighter. This one, there we go. Now that we have the engine off, we'll take the top end of the block off. Now here is your piston and cylinder. Take the cylinder, the piston out. This is your piston. This is the piston in one of these. This one, not sure why the compression's low. The ring is free. I don't see any, well, there is some carbon buildup right here, but I mean, there's no scoring that I can see. Let me look inside of the block. Well, actually, no, there is some scoring, but like it's nothing detrimental to put the engine out of service. I mean, it still ran. It just ran like crap. I guess now we'll start the reassembly process. It's the same process, just reversed. Slide the piston back on the shaft. Put the top end of the cylinder back on the engine. We'll just repeat the same process as before. Put the motor bolts in. Oops, hang on a second. There we go. Come on. This can be frustrating sometimes, guys, just warning you. I mean, anything with engines can get you mad. I mean, it's a hard job. And you just do the same process over again, but you want to make sure that the bolts are even. You don't want to torque one down further than the other. That's how I feel about it anyways. It's always good to be careful about how you do it. If I strip the bolts on this engine, though, I really don't care because I'm not using it anymore. I retired this engine. I'll just tighten them snug because I'm not using, like I said, this engine's not getting used. But yeah, when you're actually reassembling a rebuilt engine, you should probably tighten them tighter than that. All right, now that that's done, get that off. I think these go here. I have so many miscellaneous bolts. You put the cover to cover up the counterweight back on. And this, you will use a T25 once again to get this on. Ooh, I didn't mean to tighten it that tight. But regardless, the cover for the counterweight's back on. Next, we will put the muffler back on. I guess we'll put the muffler on without the gasket. I mean, it's like I said, this engine ain't running anytime soon, so you just want to slide the muffler on. Just pretend that the gasket's there. You just slide the gasket on there. Ooh, I just dropped the bolts. But yeah, just pretend that oh wow, I dropped both bolts. Yeah, just pretend that the gasket's there for the sake of the video, and we'll gently screw that in there. You probably shouldn't start a bolt with the impact itself, but I do that. It's not a good thing, but hey, what can I say? I mean, I don't do a lot of things right. Just trying to get the bolt. There we go. Tighten them down. Okay, never mind. It just doesn't want to go. Get the bolts in there. This can be a challenge if you're not patient like I am. Hell, I'm not even patient when it comes to this. All right. I guess you need the gasket for the muffler to stay on there all the way, but the muffler's on. Just pretend the gasket's there, guys. Yeah, and you just repeat the process putting the carburetor thing back on. But that's basically how you disassemble and reassemble one of these engines. Now, I'll show you what one of these look like put together, like in the blower. This is what the blower would have looked like fully assembled. This is what that engine originally came out of, but I swapped it, put a better engine with better compression in it. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you want to see more, let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later.